When you're the three-time world champion, honorary captain of your favorite hockey team, and a celebrity always in public demand, it serves you well to enjoy the limelight. Kurt Browning does, and loves his active life.
So I'm always going, and I hate being dormant, basically. But people might find it surprising to think that I like time to myself. But I never sit down and watch television. I'm always doing something, even if it's just at home alone. But basically, I'm a guy who loves life and goes for it whenever he gets a chance, and has a good time when he's there.
Alberta born and bred, Kurt's always been involved in sports. Hockey, baseball, a little golf as well. And he didn't start out to become a figure skater. Browning was interested in any ice fun.
Well, you have to understand the situation. Growing up in a small town like Caroline, the ice time was the most important thing, not what we called the skating, whether it was hockey or free ice time or shinny or figure skating. As long as you're on the ice, that was all that mattered. So I was on the ice, and I was the one that didn't get off.
After winning novice and junior nationals, Browning was 5th in the first seniors, then runner-up for 2 years. At the 1988 Worlds, he jumped into prominence, landing the first competitive quadruple.
Now people know who Kurt Browning is. Now they'll be watching him, and let's see what he can do. So landing the quad at a world level opened everyone's eyes to me. And I think I knew that. I realized, hey, now people know who I am a little bit better because of this one jump. Let's take advantage of it. Let's keep skating well. Let's not let them down.
6th at the '88 Worlds, Kurt rose to #1 the next year in Paris. He thought he'd be able to immediately celebrate, but numerous obligations prevented that.
I was so surprised. I expected everything would be fun and everything would be easy, and all of a sudden I was put to work. And that was the first reality after that. And then once all the work was done, then all the fun stuff came. And the acknowledgement and just being able to really walk around and have the biggest smile afterwards and know that when people met you, they didn't have to worry about what to say. They just would go, hey, congratulations. And that was the best feeling. I enjoy being world champion, and I'm not going to give it up easily. But it's a reality that won't always be there, and I think it's one that I've always realized. I felt good about myself before I was world champion, so I'll be fine again.
With 3 consecutive world titles to his credit, Browning now has the reputation and the understanding of what he has to do to win. And he also has definite plans for Albertville.
To search for another world title or an Olympic gold, I have to get on the ice every day and push it a little bit farther. I want to be a very, very strong image out there this year. And I want all my moves to be crisp. When I step on the ice for competition this year, I want a really clean image. And I think that's my biggest goal. The jumps, I always work on the jumps hard because I love doing them so much. The programs I always enjoy doing, so I'm not worried about that. But I want this year to have a very clean cut image. And I'm excited to be in the Olympics because I chose music that I think earns the Olympic respect. The World Championships are figure skating, but the Olympics are something a little bit bigger, a little more magical. And I think that we've chosen the kind of music that I can step on the ice and go, this music is worthy of the rings and the ambiance and the feeling that I need to be an Olympic champion.
No Canadian in any sport has come through more often when it means the most than Kurt Browning. Should Olympic gold be within his sights, the odds favor this Albertan in Albertville.
However, standing 4th, as I said the other day, let's be realistic, standing 4th behind Petrenko, Barna, and Wiley, his chances are very, very slim indeed. Petrenko would have to go down a couple of times. Browning would have to be perfect. But you know, what you really have to respect and like about Kurt Browning is he falls on Thursday. He's the 3-time world champion, the favorite. Yet he doesn't whine, he doesn't bellyache, and he doesn't complain. He simply said, look, I made a mistake. It's that simple. I'll do better come Saturday. Kurt Browning still to come. He will skate in about an hour from now, maybe an hour and 5 minutes from now. You are watching live coverage of the Winter Olympics from southeastern France. We'll take you to the figure skating for the final 10 skaters in just a couple of minutes. First of all, this commercial break.
Welcome to the Olympic Ice Hall, where the second-to-last group is warming up. It's ironic that this is where we expected the first gold medal to be won, with Kurt Browning skating for Canada. The whole Canadian team's been energized by Karen Lee Gartner today. For Kurt to win gold, he's going to have to skate well tonight, Barb, and also get some luck.
Well, I think the best thing to happen to Kurt was the fact that he had a day off in between the two events, a chance to come down from the disappointment the other night and to pick himself back up again. As he did on practice. He looked great on practice today for tonight.
But, Paul, so did Victor Petrenko.
Chris, Victor Petrenko has been perhaps the most consistent performer here in the week and a half leading up to this men's final. He is the European men's free skating champion, and he needs some good performance here tonight to hold on to his position. He's leading going in, and I'm looking for big things for Victor because he's been skating well, and it's going to be hard to catch.
All right, remember, Kurt Browning must beat Victor Petrenko tonight, but so must another skater. Michael Slipchuk is on the ice right now in the second-to-last group. It's a jam-packed house here at the Olympic Ice Hall, and we're expecting a lot of excitement. So stay with us. The final 12 skaters are still to come when we return to Albertville.
He's been a little slower.